Back into the show. Hey everyone, welcome back for the last hour. Bam! So, you just killed a Chul. Are you going to Disney World or is doing something else right now?
I want to know, because I think I rolled a pretty good Arcana. I don't remember what it was. 20?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything of value as an alchemist or as research that would help the town that I can get off this thing, since these things are rare?
Oh, from a Chul?
Yeah.
You get the poison.
Maybe with the poison, it's a paralytic, is the best I can say. So.
All right, I want to try to get as much poison as I can from it then.
And by that you mean you want Usopp too, because it'll take. Because I have
Yeah,
plus
I'll
7.
help him. I'll be like, oh, this is a Chul. Its tentacles, it was poison. And kind of just direct what I know to see if I can help him with his. I'm assuming he's gonna milk it with the tentacles.
Herbalism kit.
Just
milk the Chul. that's a great way to describe it.
If by milk you mean stab into select areas that you point out and let it drain, then yes. 25.
Okay. Yeah, you'll manage to get some stuff out of it. Again, it's a weird thing, so you're, like, gathering some of its tentacles, because it's more like, I guess...
meowing at us while we do it?
Sure, meowing at you while you do it.
Blame this fucking thing.
Right.
Yeah, my family's over here.
It's okay, that was so perfectly timed.
So, you'll basically gather some of the tentacles and preserve them, I'm gonna assume, because it's like jellyfish stingers almost, except it's like, horrible paralytic tentacles.
They
a paralytic is super useful.
In the living room when I stream and no other time. The rest of the time they're in the kitchen, far away. Just only when I'm on stream.
Yep.
That's not just me. It was creepy, right? Like he got right in my ear. He was like, "Hey."
It's so other people can't hear.
I got you. All right. So I'm just gonna put down Chul tentacles.
Sure.
And you can let me know later.
All right. And then while I'm getting to work, taking off every useful bit I can of this thing with a survival check that I assume, of course, Tesh will be helping me with.
Yes. Is Chul meat edible?
Probably it's not good. I mean,
then no.
It's aberration. Yeah.
Snake. Treasure chest.
That it can pull out of the water.
Yeah. 17 for just carving it up and getting anything useful.
Yeah. You got some Chul chunks.
Carapace, chitin.
Yeah.
You can repurpose it.
Yeah.
Actually, Carapace and chitin's probably pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. That is a good part of Chul. It's like bad lobster crossed with jellyfish crossed with roach.
It's monkfish. You ever seen monkfish?
With the chitin though, if
monkfish is edible though.
Is the chitin kind of similar to a, let's say, big snail shell?
Probably more.
Similar.
I think they're kin.
Probably more lobstery. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, what I'm thinking is that there is actually a way to make brick where you superheat up chitin or shells and stuff like that, and then you mix it with water and crush it up, and it forms a nice paste that you can mix with other things to make a pretty good brick.
I'll say a resounding
Maybe. I saw that.
What's in the chest? I'm gonna go over.
Poor Tantus. Tantus has pushed his limits every time. He's like,
it's because
there's
he
an
grabbed...
island.
What the hell does Chul do?
Well, it's
there's an island with rocks sticking out of it. Let's go over there and kill everything. And then eat the fish.
Unfunnyone. It's because he grabbed some of the most random knowledge having people while at the same time bloodthirsty at times. He grabbed a
Wait,
weird
did you say
group-
bloodthirsty at times? You mean like always?
No. Given
Hey,
our
we
track
didn't kill the
record,
giants.
Excuse you.
We didn't kill the giants.
I am
Hey.
not a bloodthirsty person.
sister, you were there
You're
during
just
the robbery. You are complicit.
Officer,
yeah.
I wasn't holding a gun.
Treasure chest dropped
Treasure
by
chest.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Klicky.
Oh
That's how done she is with the idea.
no, my what happened was my Discord decided to update in the middle of the call.
Okay. It might have
you're
happened to
still
her
here.
too then.
Oh.
Yeah,
My
earlier,
Discord was
remember,
just
he
like, "No, update."
disappeared.
Like, oh.
But Klicky still has. Oh, wait, is the Shield of Faith a concentration?
It's not on you. It's on her now.
No, is it a
Wait, you'd
concentration?
Probably be dead by now. Yeah. It's concentration.
Damn, I was wondering if your detect magic was still going.
I
that
can do a
would've been-
ritual. I can do a
Yeah.
ritual detect magic.
I could do a ritual as well. I could also just inspect it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I can ritually cast it as well.
If you are ready, this is the following that's inside the chest. 108.
Oh no,
Uh-huh.
who's typing? Someone decide.
God. Not me, I'm slow typer.
Okay.
It's up to you,
108.
Unfunnyone.
187 gold pieces. 230.
87. Wow.
187.
Oh no, it's 1,087 now.
187. 213 silver pieces. 97 copper pieces. A necklace worth 120 gold pieces. 2 gold
I'm not
rings
that fast.
worth 30.
Hold on. What copper?
97.
Okay. Next.
The necklace worth 120. The 2 rings worth 30 each. Gold rings. A potion of healing. And 2 scrolls.
Can I decipher them?
Sure, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just say you'll eventually will anyway. There's a scroll of
I
command.
mean, I can identify
yeah.
them.
A scroll
How
of,
much extra? Oh, sorry.
a scroll of command and a scroll of jump.
That jump would have been useful earlier.
Boing, boing.
Um,
Ugh, I
how
can't
much
write.
extra party gold so I can add that to the party pool?
Just take it all, I
this is-
think.
This is the party pool, or not including the party pool that Dorian currently has. So we'll deal with that later.
And I'm going to guess that the rings and the necklace aren't magical.
Nope.
Alright. Klicky. You can identify things, right?
Yeah?
I'm just gonna convert that all to gold, just so you
Pulls,
know.
cloaks that has been slumped on the side of my shoulder.
Okay, I'll spend 10 minutes identifying it.
It is a cloak of elven kind.
Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing important. And I put it on. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He'll tell you what it is.
Okay. I completely
Did
forgot
not
what
help
it
that
does, so I'm
person's
looking it
stealth.
up.
I think
Did not help that
kinda-
person's stealth.
You get advantage. on
Oh
stealth.
yeah, when you put it up.
Yep.
Well, we have a few options. First of all, I found it. And
Sorry, I just want to point out, adding that gold put me over carrying capacity. It just got real angry red. It's all going in the bag of holding, so it's not a problem. It was just real funny just to be like, just that little bit of gold pushed me over.
That's not a little bit of gold.
Okay, true, but still.
And the other option is we could put it on Nokren, so he has a hope of being sneaky ever.
I'm
Hope.
good at hiding.
Sneaky.
I could use it.
See, but you're already good at hiding.
Well, I mean, I'm not good. I'm really bad at it, actually. Watch, and I'll like take a step and just totally like stumble and make a lot of noise.
Oh, Klicky. Oh, Klicky.
sometimes works out for Klicky. Not often.
You should know that you can't lie to me at this point. Besides, it goes with my scales.
Yeah. I just think I stealth more than you do. You're always like
I always offer to make everyone extra sneaky, and everyone goes, "Oh no, we'll just walk up there because we have this loud."
Excuse me, I never say we'll just walk up there. I never say that.
Oh, maybe you should speak up, but not to a point where others can hear. And I don't mean, I mean others as in others not in the group, like the people we're trying to sneak from.
Okay, whatever. Take your cloak.
I'm gonna do lay on hands for 3 on me just to put me at full health just cause. While we're sitting here, I'm just like, wow.
I'm just like, I also have the same radiant sunburn, like.
Okay, heal.
So now, what is your plan?
I'm waiting to see if Signe attacks me for calling her radiant side a sunburn.
Signy's half asleep at this point.
Okay, I'm safe.
We're gonna have to like drag her out of here.
Snake.
Did we ever check what that glow was? The pool that was glowing?
Yeah, that's a pool that's right.
That's where this thing was in.
Yep.
Oh, whoops.
So
What's making it glow?
what's making it glow?
The glow seems to be coming from a tunnel which goes down into the pool.
I
Oh.
did ask this.
To the outside. That's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
It does
Oh,
lead to
okay.
the outside. It's basically what
Okay.
it is.
So that's how it was getting in here.
Yep. It seems like at the bottom of one of the cliffs of this area is a small tunnel that leads, into here. And,
Well, not too small. A large
yes.
creature.
and well, in comparison to the entire area, and it looks like it kind of can squeeze through there. Maybe the
A
tool.
dragon turtle isn't gonna get through,
No.
is what he's saying.
Yeah, if the tool could get through.
Dragon turtle head just comes
But
up
it probably
like
would
so.
take the tool like a little bit of, it's not like just swimming through quickly. It probably kind of just chittered through. I don't know, just. Cause it's creepy.
How many more islands do we have?
That's it. You
That's
finished.
it, I think. Yeah, we're done.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Then forget the boats. I still have the snake for long enough. We can just wait. No, the dragon turtle.
Yeah, no, let's go back to the boats.
You have a delicious snake you want to share again?
All right, then I will be sending the snake the other way that we're going, like way
can we-
away
one
from
second.
us.
Before we leave, I want to look at those bodies, because that was a lot of bodies that was in the other room. How is it getting all that food? Maybe we can get some clues on where the other people are camped if we look at the bodies.
Not a bad idea.
That's worth a shot.
Okay.
Then I'm just gonna send the snake as far away from the path we're gonna be going, like when we leave, just to try to drag anything large away from us.
And we got to go to the lighthouse too, because we got to put the orb in to do this.
Yeah.
The
You're staying in the boat if we can help it.
I'm the only one that knows how to do it, so
He is the only one that
He
knows how to
actually
do
does
it.
need to be there, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
All right.
So I want to, I don't know, medicine check or something. I want to look at these bodies, see how fresh they are, and maybe
sure.
try to, maybe an investigation check to see if we can pick up, like, where they came from.
roll medicine first, and then you can roll an investigation.
I was gonna say you can help me with the medicine.
I mean, you could do it on your own, too.
yeah.
Yeah. You're good at investigation. This is where I can do something.
All right. Bodies are very old. It looks as though however long it's been hunting here, it's probably some of the older bodies there. It's really hard to tell what they were from. They were humanoid, definitely, but the bones have been chewed on, torn apart. Not a lot is in mass of it intact.
Nothing recent.
Yeah, you can identify some
Okay.
Triton, like certain like things that because
I mean, we've seen a Triton skeleton.
Yeah.
So.
So like
Yeah,
you
for a
notice
long
on
time.
some of the bones, some of the unique features that would point out that this is like a aquatic humanoid kind of thing. You're like, oh, this must be Triton. Other than that, unfortunately, there's not like this thing kind of like just would tear things apart and chew on the bones until there was like nothing, you know. So
Yeah.
It must have been here since before they came here.
Or it
Yeah,
came
I
here
think
with
so.
them.
That's what I mean.
I think,
like,
yeah. It's a weird question, Matt. But while that thing was hunting, did it bring in any like kelp or like sea vegetation? Like just kind of got dragged in with it?
not really, no.
Well, then you suck. Okay.
Not at this point in time, at least, I'll say.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well,
Okay. I assume you're heading back to the other island. You're inserting the orb.
When we get to the other island, I'm gonna look at Usak and go,
who?
all right, I'm gonna Usak.
No.
Who sucks? And I'm gonna Usak.
Usopp.
Usak. Man, I keep thinking I'm saying sock. And anyways, Usak, and I'm gonna go, what do tortoises like to eat?
You're going to try to make friends.
I'm just gonna at least put some out and so they can shut up.
I was in the mountains. Let me think on it. I have no idea. Tortoises don't climb up mountains.
Alright. So I'm gonna pick random plant matter
Okay.
from
That's a
from
good
around
bet.
on the way up. And then
Oh, so you know that
I'm
they
gonna take the
eat
troll
plants
tentacle.
instead of meat.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take the jewel tentacle and
You just gonna like put paralytic like
Are you-
goo on it? They're like smearing
oh,
stuff
I'm
on
just kidding. I'm
vegetables.
kidding. I wanted to see everyone's face.
Okay. I was gonna be like, you better be making some sleight of hand, boy, 'cause-
I'm actually proficient in sleight of hand, but
and I'm proficient in perception.
This is accurate.
so we'll go up and we'll put it in. I'm just gonna leave it like right next to the door of the lighthouse, and then just be like, all right, I'm sorry, stupid turtles, and I'll go in there and put the ball in.
Okay. So you will successfully put the ball in, and
That sounds bad.
the lighthouse will scream to life. The glow will begin to spin across the water.
do we hear an angry dragon turtle?
You don't.
I mean, remember with my check, we found out that it wouldn't affect it. It's
So
too
it
powerful.
would annoy it. It would.
Yeah, it would more be like, rather than like actually keep it away, it would be more like.
It's like imagine that you just turned on like a high pitched whine in your house.
Yeah,
It's like the old CRV TVs
yeah.
where you could just hear that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
So it would give it reason to go elsewhere, but it wouldn't force it elsewhere
Right.
like everything else.
Yeah.
So back to the fishing camp.
Yeah, to the boats, and I'm pushing the one that's dragging the other as much as I can while Nokren paddles.
Yeah. Oh well, where
Paddle,
do you want
paddle,
to go
paddle.
across?
Danger.
Where do you want to go across the lake?
Straight back
I
to
mean,
the fishing camp.
Looking at the map,
Yes.
do we want to go straight back to the fishing camp, or do we
I
want
mean,
to
that was the
go?
last time we saw tracks. Remember, we saw people use the camps.
Oh, we saw them going. Didn't we see them going towards this area?
It's been days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like this.
I think we didn't see that. Remember, Usak decided to go swimming, and I went over there and we saw the tower and we got diverted.
We got
Yeah.
very diverted.
And you didn't see,
And that
you
was
didn't
it. We
see
didn't
signs of.
actually-
You actually, when you were at camp, you did look around and you seemingly not saw signs of the tracks anywhere. You did see signs that maybe a boat was missing, so they might have taken a boat. But
Oh, that's
as
right.
far as
yeah.
you know, they could have also just used it to traverse the shoreline quickly. Maybe that might have been quicker than just crossing the fields. You don't know for sure. Or they could have gone straight across and like known that like a smaller boat is usually left alone by the dragon turtle.
Up to you guys. Where are we going?
I mean, we could go along the coastline with the boats and see what we can see. Because we have no idea where they went at this point.
I mean, we have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
We know where their stronghold is.
Is it near here?
Yeah,
North.
we've seen this. We know this is a thing.
The only thing we saw was the camp for the giants, right?
No,
No,
we're talking about
we-
from the.
We got into like a really tall tower in a castle and saw a bunch of places. One of the places we saw was this, and we now know that from scouts reports that is in fact the stronghold of the Caliber.
You want to go there?
We want to check it out, not necessarily go.
Oh! Klicky looks over at the cloak and goes, that would have been useful. Okay.
I mean, if there is a certain rogue taking a hiatus, I'm sure that one morning the other one will magically appear in your bag.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I just gotta figure out the permissions on this bag we're holding.
The permissions on the back.
Just empty. You have to dump it,
Oh.
yell into it, and then pee on it, and then you get ownership.
And then
Okay.
it's like one day we accidentally pull out a Dorian. Oh.
That's
Oh.
He's very
Well, I'll take him.
Oh god, he would have been. Yeah, just like he looks like this, like like
I mean, he would be perfectly mummified.
he would.
Like,
Well, I mean, don't you like refresh the air kind of every time you open it up? So it's like it's just you have like hours of it closed, and then like it's like just a little bit more air where it can rot.
all right, let's be honest.
Anyway.
He's dead. If he's in the bag of holding, he's dead.
Oh no, I don't think he's in the bag of holding. Shall we go?
Hopefully.
I mean, we also need to check out this garden of bones, which is probably a bad idea, but
That sounds amazing.
shall we go to the north side of this place then?
I mean,
Aim the
we
light
started
that
looking
way.
for those prisoners. I don't know
Let's
why.
go that way then.
Alright, so aim the light that way, and we head off.
Like,
And
like if you
Yeah, the light sweeps. I
like
assume.
sweeps, yeah. It's like on a
Oh,
like the magic itself allows the light to kind of sweep around and do a kind of.
then off we go.
Okay, so you're heading like we'll say northish, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Off the
say
island.
about here.
Oh, I'm in the wrong lake. I was down here.
Yeah. Yes, you were in the wrong lake. Like, every time they were like
Yeah.
marking that, I was wondering when you were gonna notice, but I was fine with it because it was silly. Anyway,
Yeah, that's
all
fine.
right. As you kind of leave the tower, of course, as seemingly as similar to when you entered it, a kind of like rolling mist comes across the lake, and if it wasn't for like the shining light that occasionally like goes over you, behind you, you wouldn't actually have an idea what direction you were going.
Good thing we got that.
Spooky.
Eventually, though, you will come ashore. You're just going to come ashore in an area where you can kind of see this like rolling grass for maybe about 100 to 200 feet, leading up to forest. So you're of course somewhere along this like entire coastline from like here to here. You're not sure exactly.
We're somewhere along that area.
Yeah.
Gonna take a few minutes to try to get some fish.
Okay.
I mean, we have.
No, the wyvern. Oh yeah. Never mind.
Just in case. It's
Good
hungry
idea.
when it shows up.
Yeah,
Oh,
fair enough.
speaking of which, and I'm gonna pull out the infant, like half-formed wyvern. Look what I found in one of the eggs.
Of course you did.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Sit back.
So this forest doesn't look like a normal forest, considering what we have marked out on our map.
Yes. Give me a second here to give you the proper description of this forest. Okay. Just I need. Where is that little paper that has that information? I think it's in there. No, that is the wrong paperwork. Yay! I'm good that way. What was the one I had before?
Alright, so it's a forest made up of just
Okay,
rows and rows of execution
So
rooms.
this area is, I would describe them being maybe like medium-sized trees, like, you know, kind of like oak and elm forest. You know, those trees are tall, but they aren't like insanely tall.
They're not redwoods.
They're not redwoods. It has some light undergrowth. It's actually fairly dense forest styles, and
It's not bones. Okay.
It's also not a garden.
This is true.
I feel double lied to.
Can I just like take a second and like just kind of dig in the ground a little bit, about like a foot? It's not like dirt covering a pile of bones, right?
Sure. You kind of dig around. You're not finding anything?
Okay, I'm not like searching. I'm just in a spot, just making a little bit of a hole and go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was expecting bones.
We got a choice. Do we have a peek at the Calada place, or do we go straight into this place, this forest?
Near one of the edges of the forest is where the entrance to the Calada place is, wasn't it?
I believe so.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Works for me.
And I'm gonna see if there are any kind of special herbs around that may grow only around here.
Sure.
And if not, then any
Can
just
I aid
helpful
him
ones.
with my herbalism kit proficiency?
Sure. Go ahead.
Excellent.
Yes. 17. I can take a test roll and make it better.
You're not gonna find anything particular that's like would be different than what you would see. There's a couple of like plants that are probably rarer to your area, so definitely something that might be helpful. But nothing that like screams, "Hey, this is awesome!" It's just like, "Oh, that's cool."
All right, I'll just collect samples of, you know, anything that I can use to make any kind of helpful remedy or
Sure.
poisons or.
If I see anything that looks like I can get high with, I'm gonna grab a load and chew on it.
I don't think there are any coca leaves around.
I mean, you never know.
That could end real poorly.
Spice. Gotta look for that spice. You want some dead sticks?
Oh God. Have you ever looked at the Star Wars RPG?
Yeah.
Death sticks are fucking horrible. They live up to their
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. They're pretty
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Alright, so you dive deep into the forest and hoping to cut through it in order to find your way to the, maybe see what's here, but at least move towards that location there. The forest itself, as I said, it's not a difficult travel because of the nature of it and the trees and such. And there are a few dangers here and there, but nothing that you can't deal with. You travel for about a day's time through the forest. You don't find any particular trails, unfortunately. Not like you found in the forest to the south of you. And it seems
Right, so we would have had a rest somewhere in there.
Yeah.
This is a big side note, and I'm sorry for it, but
Sure.
it got on my head, and I can't get it out now. I want to see Tesh, Jesse Cox, Jack Patillo from Achievement Hunter, and The guy from Critical Role who plays Grog, I can't remember his name at the moment.
Travis?
Travis, yes, thank you. Just all 4 of them playing D&D together, because it would be the most adorable group of men playing D&D.
I would 100% be down for that.
Oh, I know you would.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, continue.
It almost becomes a little, like, kind of twisted the way that you have to kind of move your way through the forest eventually, though. A little confusing. And you're trained in survival, like a couple of you have some skill in it, so you're able to kind of push through and figure out the ways, just because, like, the density of trees sometimes makes it harder to move way through it. And eventually, though, you actually do come across a small trail that seems to be cutting through here. It makes it a little easier to move through here. And you kind of wind through the passage for a while. And
hold on.
Sure.
A small trail, like, do you mean like animal trail that we think of a small trail, like it's maybe a foot wide, or do you mean small trails and it's a small road-like trail that can have several people standing next to each other and walking it?
If there was people walking, it would be like a person walking.
Okay, I feel safer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's not
a hunting route.
Yes.
Okay.
It would be more like
we've had
like a hunting
some
trail.
clarification
Yeah. It'd be more like a
issues, so,
hunting trail. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Do we want to follow the trail?
I don't care.
No.
Easy.
I mean, that's Clicky's answer to everything, isn't it?
I think we just don't count Clicky's vote anymore. I think that's what's
Yeah,
going
you
on.
just hear no. Yeah. So okay, we're good. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Kidding.
We could try to be sneaky for once.
We
Clicky
couldn't
and I
even
move
try.
ahead of you guys so that you're less likely to, be caught.
Let's try it.
Alright.
Okay.
Clicky, I'm gonna make us sneaky.
All right. Cool.
I know, Arya, you're a cat. Thank you. Yeah.
27.
That's pretty sneaky.
Not great.
Good thing we're way back here.
I mean, at least it's 16.
That's true.
Yes, at least it's
30.
16.
I mean, it's not 30. So everyone else did really well. 27, 25, 30.
Sorry.
You're like right on the edge of the 30 feet at all times, as far back as possible.
Walking, hitting every stick, pine cone in the way. Just
It's still a 16, so yes, while he's going.
well, I mean, compared to us, we're like, oh god.
I sound more like an animal than I do a person, I think would be like the difference.
Yeah.
The trail winds on for a while, making it easier to cut through the forest. And eventually, though, it does look like it's opening up. As you kind of emerge through the opening in the woods, though, before you see a large iron gate covered in vines and plants, and moving to either side of it, a stone wall, similarly covered in vines and plants.
To clarify, are we towards this end, or do we go the other way?
You're somewhere, like, in here, as far as you know.
I didn't see a ping.
In where?
Here. Just in there, like you were crossing
Oh,
through.
okay, there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
yep, cool. So we're inside the forest still.
Yes.
So there's these giant walls.
A giant gate.
Yeah.
Like, how do the walls look? Do they look primitive or pretty sophisticated?
They're
like
kind of
stone
covered in
mortar?
plants, so, like, if you, like, would investigate them, they look stone.
I mean, I would go as far as Usak Sock would like guide me. He's not gonna go walking up ahead
Yeah.
in front.
Oh, yeah. like I'll keep moving, keeping. I'm so sorry about her.
It's fine.
Yeah, we're waiting on the tax return to fix her.
But yeah, I'll investigate the wall. Like, is it like old? And like, do you want me to roll investigation first?
Sure.
Pretty impressive that they built that here inside
16.
this sort of forest.
If they built that, it could also.
If they
came
built
with
that,
the
yeah.
place.
The walls themselves seem pretty well built. It's hard to tell the exact age. The plants do seem to be kind of almost choking it. Like, because the plants are, like, covering the walls, it very easily could be just an old wall that they've now overtaken. But it's kind of hard to tell. The wall does seem well intact. The wall, it's like more like the vines and stuff have grown up the walls and stuff and covered it over.
And the ivy's like grown into every crack and kind of thing on the wall.
Yeah.
So it's been a bit. It's been here a little bit, like not ages, but
Yes. You're
probably 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, number of years at least. Could be a long time. If it was to a degree maintained.
He'll relay this back. What kind of technology does the Kalida have?
Not
I
good.
mean, they used to be a pretty, like, advanced. They used to be about where we are, maybe even a little better. But since they've been here, they apparently have sort of degraded into what they are now. But they were always pretty good with building, so.
Well,
I mean, they built that giant castle up the cliff.
did they? Or did they take it over?
No, they built it before they turned into what they are now.
So this might be another situation then, because these walls are pretty well made.
I mean, we haven't seen any evidence that they can't make stuff well. They're just more savage than they used to be.
And these walls are about 20 feet tall, may I note.
I was just gonna ask that. It's just-
So they're tall, but not, like, taller than the trees.
Yeah, they're just more savage. That doesn't mean they're less building.
Are they climbable? Like with the plant growth on it?
You could try to climb them if you wanted to.
Like, would it be extremely difficult, like looking at it, or is it?
The plants themselves, like the vines that are covering this, are like thorned. They're like thorny vines. So
Different idea.
So it'd be kind of
Climb
unpleasant.
up the
but
tree
possible.
next to it.
This is in kind of an opening. So
Or Fafnir.
Oh, yeah. Fafnir. Oh, it's Fafnir.
We keep forgetting that we have a Fafnir.
The best boy! Wait, where's
He
my
has
best
been
boy?
extremely useful to us.
Oh, that's
in the
boy.
island.
Yes. So Signe is going to have Fafnir kind of fly up and look over into what's beyond them. Why don't you give me a perception, and then I will describe what you see through Fafnir's eyes.
Oh, nothing at all.
Okay.
Faffy is distracted.
Fafnir's kind of looking in there, and Fafnir described, like, from you can't really, like, get good view of what Fafnir sees, but it looks to be like some kind of garden on the other side of the gate, the wall here.
Well, I think I found the garden. Don't know if there's bones, but there's definitely a garden.
Okay.
Do we wanna go over the wall?
Would we say this is a secret garden?
Well, no, we knew something about what was going on here, and I can't remember because it's been so long.
Everyone, scoot up next to the wall.
There's like a gate there.
Yeah, like, there's a gate we can go through.
Wait, let's just wait. Just give me a second. Whoosh.
A rift door! No.
The door seems locked, though.
Okay, back. Yeah,
Thieves'
no, let's
tools.
continue.
Thieves' tools. I can open this.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Is he actually gonna? Okay, that's.
Klicky.
Oh, okay. Maybe Erupt Earth is the way to go.
I'm not going. No, too loud.
It's a 2.
That was a 2. Yeah, no, Klicky failed. Klicky rolled a 2.
You have a plus
So, I
9
think-
and you failed?
He rolled a 2.
Yeah. I think we all know what's going to happen here. I
actually
hand
don't.
Signe a rope. I turn into
Giant
a
spider.
spider.
I climb on the giant spider's back.
Can I climb on her back?
No.
No.
I start climbing. Do I get advantage because of the rope?
You can. I don't think advantage. You just roll a very low DC with rope.
Does it get disadvantage because Clicky's gonna try to hold on to him?
Oh no, he already put you on it.
Yeah, Nokren's good. You'll
It's just
you'll make it up and over the wall.
You know what
and
he's
back
doing?
down.
He's doing what Wonder Woman does in the movie where he jabs a hole and then holds onto it. Jabs a hole, holds onto it. That's how he's climbing.
I mean,
Not even
there's
using the
still
rope.
the rope.
So, like,
This way's faster.
Nokren will manage to kind of get up, and in amongst, like, the plants, if you probably wasn't for your scales, these plants here, even with you, like, kind of roping on the wall, would start probably tearing at you.
Oh,
Like, the...
good thing you guys did the spider climbing thing.
The spider climbing thing is also very unpleasant, I'm going to say. You like... It's not... Like, you're still, like, stepping in amongst, like, these, like, vines, which are covered in, like, these, like, razor-sharp thorns that kind of tear at you.
That would have been nice to know as I was climbing, but...
Your spider chitin protects you. Kite.
Kite.
Call it chitin.
Hey,
And all the
on
little
top of
hairs.
this-
Yeah.
On top of this, I'm going to do a perceive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to perceive.
Dragonborn.
Okay.
What did your dragon eyes tell you?
Alright.
It tells us.
Alright.
Hold on. 8 eyes are better than 2.
Let's find out if they are.
Fuck
No, they're
you.
not.
They're
They're
not.
not. Before you stretches, at least in this area, you can see that there's kind of like these almost. This area stretches on, and it seems to be divided into like almost areas with similar walls kind of breaking through them. Not nearly as tall as these outer walls, though. But the garden in front of you might be described as something tended by a madman. There are broken statues that are seemingly all humanoid. Some of them are seemingly like chiseled with incredibly like creepy expressions. Some of the statues seem to be decorated by bones of countless creatures that have been kind of like almost put over top of them. Indiscriminate origins. The trees and shrub here are growing up around like bone structures that have been made to grow in the middle of, giving them almost alien or strange looks. There's cobbled stone walkways that allow passage amongst the decorations of this garden. And some poorly groomed bushes and oddly colored flowering plants in the rest of the spaces. You can see from this area, there are, at the other cardinal directions, gates. It looks like you could try to walk around this wall, but it's like the top of the wall is just as bad. Because it's still like spiky plants and stuff. So it would be up to you if you want to like try to climb down and just move through the actual garden, or try to balance on the wall.
I mean,
from the gate.
Also, the
there's a
spider itself probably wouldn't be on the top of the wall. Would have to be like climbing along the side of the wall.
As long as Signe keeps holding on, we're good.
I'm in Yoda position. Nokren, what do you want to do?
As Nokren's probably like sitting on the wall, and his butt feels awful because there's probably like countless thorns stabbing into it.
I'm wearing plate. I'm fine.
Yeah, he has iron butt cheeks right now.
Oh, that's right, his iron butt cheeks.
I'm good.
And that's not even with armor.
Ooh.
Don't you know his nickname? Iron Butt Cheeks Nokren?
Ooh.
Got iron butt cheeks.
So, There's cobblestone like on where the gate is, right?
Leading between all the different gates, yes. There's like an actual like passage that's been put down.
All right,
So
then
like leading from the gate like below you guys that you kind of that Klicky was unable to open.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move to the side where
you'd have to climb down there to check.
Yeah, I'm using like the upper part of the wall to get near where the cobblestone and the gate are, and then just slowly go down, having a spiderweb attached. Make sure I don't go down too fast.
Okay.
And get down to the bottom.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb my way to the cobblestone walkway as well.
Yep. Alright, you are down in the garden area.
Does it unlock from the inside?
It does look like you can unlatch something.
We should,
Click.
in case we need to run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Click.
Well, I doubt it's like,
I mean, if you were going to be able to unlock it from the outside at all, it would have to be a little click.
That's fair. That's very fair.
So it looks like there is a passage that goes straight forward from you, one to the left and one to the right, from where you would from this gate you're entering into the area from. So technically climbed over the wall.
So around the edge or around the middle? To the middle, rather.
The middle's usually what holds the prize.
Target.
Nokren's just slowly not caring at all anymore. It's just like, this goblin's rubbing off on me.
I assume Signe hasn't gotten down yet. Yeah, okay. Then I'll stay spider.
Okay.
Wait, has Sydney spoken to
Yeah.
us today? Okay.
Yes, I have.
Just
Okay,
making sure.
so you go straight forward, and this gate appears to be locked. Like, testing it seems
I'll
locked.
try again.
Go for it,
wait,
Klicky.
so this is a gate inside.
God.
Oh my god!
Klicky!
Oh god.
Ugh.
The gates...
Really?
Okay.
A 2 and a 1,
The gates
guys.
seemingly leading between these areas seem more well maintained and are not covered in plants like the entrance to this place was.
So it would be
Give me the
easier to climb over without getting destroyed.
The gates themselves are in the walls, so the walls would still be kind of awful.
This has worked before. Give me the tools. Give me a shot.
Okay.
No, you don't. Oh. I got this.
No, so what do I do? Slide a hand?
Thieves' tools,
You're not
which is
proficient.
it's like a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
Uh-huh.
That's.
Oh, I thought that was going to be real high for a second.
No.
Yeah.
Look.
Here you go. Hand it back. Worth a shot.
Well, I don't think I can do this lock. For some reason, it's a little punk. Because that's a word in this world.
There are another. So this is the gate to
What
the
do you
next
want to do?
section.
I don't
Section.
know what's Matt's rule on re-rolling to do the same check. Like how long do I have to wait before I can re-roll and try it again?
Like, if you wanted to spend some time here, I would say, like, we would say this, if you wanted another roll, you would have to spend time, like, probing the lock, basically, with your tools.
We could just go to the other gate. He said there were 2.
Yeah, there's 2 other gates.
Oh, let's go to that one. Yeah.
You want to go to
And you
the-
haven't tried that
Yeah.
one.
You want to go to the right gate or the left gate, then?
The one we haven't gone to.
Neither of them.
Left.
Okay.
Left. So good adventurers go left. You go to the gate, and it opens.
Oh, there's no lock.
Yeah. A kind of small passage through the area leads to another gate, and beyond it you see another area, which you can kind of push into. This place
Okay.
seems normal in comparison to the last room, but as you kind of move into it at closer inspection, it's more insidious. Large trees grow here, and at first you begin to notice that hanging amongst the branches are skulls and bones. They kind of sway in the breeze, making this kind of like chiming noise. and then you notice that some of these skulls and bones are actually embedded into the trunk, so that some looks like almost like sometimes you have things staring out of them at you.
Huh.
It seems we're having Discord issues.
Unfunnyone.
And yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just hanging out.
Mm-hmm. There is a... Yeah.
I mean...
We're right at the end here, too, and I was trying to finish up, so why don't we...
Alright.
We
could have a cut at the,
At the... Right here where we're having...
the bones, yeah.
The bones kind of swaying in the creepy trees. Which... Yep. Alright. So, let's call it here in this creepy place. So, thanks to everyone who joined us today. Why don't we kind of go around and have everybody give shout-outs to who they are, where you find them, all that stuff. Tesh.
He can't hear us.
Okay.
You're probably seeing this super delayed. I just heard it on stream because I listened
Yeah.
to stream.
Tesh,
I
this will
assume you
come
can
through a
still
little
hear
bit.
me.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
can hear you too.
I'm Tesh with the Tesh Stream. You can find me under that name on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Post cute animal gifts. Next.
Mads?
Hi, I'm here, somewhat, kind of.
Okay. Unfunnyone?
He's frozen, Tantus.
Oh, that's right, he's
Yeah, he's
frozen.
completely
He does stuff with Ollie Rant. Check out that stuff he does with him. That's... Yeah. I'm bad at that.
Occasionally he's on other streams, like,
Yep.
to play games and shit like that. He's a pretty cool guy.
Exactly.
He says he's unfunny, but sometimes he really gets you, and then the rest of the time he's true to his name.
Yep. Div.
I'm Tiv. Well, Tavalik, pretty much everywhere. I'm an asshole. I make people hate me a little bit, but they love me at the same time. It's a confusing time. I stream occasionally, and I'm here on Thursdays, and coming up soon, for God's sake, I hope, four of us here, not the frozen one.
Whoa,
But
we lost
oh,
someone.
Not
well,
the god
there goes.
one.
Yeah,
We
the
lost
four
him.
of us who are still here are going.
I fixed my
to-
Discord.
But the four of us who are here are going to be playing in a Stars Without Number game with
Eventually, yes.
yes, like starting next month for the fuck of God, I hope.
Fuck of God.
I had nothing
Fuck of
better.
Yep. And as usual, I am Tantus Dracovin. I am the DM here. I'm gonna do this because that's gonna correct that because things got messed up there a little bit. You can find me here pretty much daily. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming something noon EST, some kind of gaming. If you want to hear from more role-playing / tabletop stuff, I've got the Discussing Tabletop this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for some talking about all kinds of role-playing games and stuff. Sunday's the tabletop at 8 p.m. on Sunday, where we play tabletop games with a bunch of people, and it's funny and fun. And some of these people have joined in occasionally, but other times I've got other people that are doing stuff. So it's a mixed group of folks that show up there. If you're looking for role-playing games, we'll be back here next week on Thursday, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or I also have a vampire stream on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God. When it gets late, my brain stops too a little bit here. I'd expect now there's more stuff too. I'm going to try to start some more role-playing games, so I'll be announcing those on my Twitter and Discord, which all the links to every of my stuff are in the description below. But, thanks for joining us today. It was fun. We had epic wyvern fight, and, finding a chul, and finding a weird garden area. So, fun times! But we'll see you all next time. So, bye!
Bye.